You have probably already thought of the next great business idea. The problem is that at scale, ideas have no value. What's going on, guys? James Patrick here. It's Monday, so coming to you with another one of our Monday motivational videos. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you create your idea and take that idea and launch it into the marketplace. But it starts with ideas. So why do ideas at scale have no inherent value? And the reality is, the answer to that question is because we are overrun with ideas. We have an abundance of ideas. Think about all the ideas you hear from people at any given time. I have an idea for a book I would like to write. I have an idea for a podcast I would like to record. I have an idea for a YouTube channel that I would like to create. I have an idea for a new brand, a product, a service. I have an idea for a solution to someone's problem. We are overrun with ideas, and what we are lacking, what we do not have enough of, are individuals willing to take action on those ideas. So if an idea alone has no attached value to it, an idea combined with action represents limitless possibilities. Limitless possibilities, but it requires action be associated with that idea. Now, it's easy to understand why most of us can stay in that ideation phase. And this is something I wrote about in my book, Fit Business Guide, right there. It's easy to understand why so many of us stay in that phase of ideation, because that's the fun phase. It's the phase where you cannot fail because everything is just an idea. Everything is just a thought. Wouldn't it be cool if? It'd be so interesting if. Why has no one ever tried this? What about this? And you get to ask questions and come up with creative solutions to the problems that we as consumers face, right? But once you start to make it real, once you put a deadline on it, once you put a due date to it, once you have a time that you have to share this idea with someone else, then it becomes real. Then it becomes scary. And that is when that imposter syndrome sets in. And I can tell you how real that is. That voice that says, you don't have the right to do this. Who are you to do this thing? You don't have the experience, you don't have the education, you don't have the background. Why are you doing this thing? There are other people who are way more qualified, who deserve to do this way more than you. I can tell you how much I felt this in one of my first launches. Now, granted, I've been launching things since I was a child, but one of my first launches that actually brought me income, a significant portion of income, I remember at the time I was cultivating these live events that were bringing together photographers as well as aspiring talents and actors and models, bringing them together to host these events where they can network and they can work together. And I remember the first time I hosted one, just standing there at the check-in table thinking, I don't know if anyone's gonna show up. I have no idea if people are gonna show up. And then when people started showing up, then I got nervous, even more so because I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna see me. I'm like 19 or 20 at the time. They're gonna see me, they're gonna think I'm too young, they're gonna think I don't know what I'm doing, they're gonna, all this stuff conjuring in my head. And then that first person came up to me and said, here's what I'm here for. I'm here for your event. How can I pay you? It shifts then. Now, what this teaches us the lie about confidence. The lie about confidence, because I hear this all the time, which is, if only I had the confidence that other entrepreneurs have, I too could launch. If only I had the confidence that you have, or that I see other people have. And we see this rhetoric repeated through events like these monikers, it pays to be brave, or any of that crap. Okay, but the truth is that real entrepreneurs are terrified at every step. I was terrified when I was hosting that event. I was terrified when I held my first Fitposium conference. I was terrified when that book came out. I was terrified when my podcast launched. The first time I had to do an IGTV, I was terrified. What if it doesn't work? What if no one likes it? What if someone judges me for this? What if they say I have no purpose doing this? And sometimes they have. Right? Sometimes they have. That imposter syndrome sticks with you all the time. The difference is that entrepreneurs launch in spite of that fear. They still feel it. And that's the thing. They feel the exact same thing you are feeling right now. The exact same thing. The difference is they launch in spite of it, and they launch because of it. They allow fear to exist. They say, hey, you can sit there in the passenger seat. You are not allowed in the driver's seat. I'm going to be in the driver's seat. That's the lie about confidence. So the truth is, the riskiest thing you can do, when you really think about it, when you trace that logic, the riskiest thing you can do is to try to play it safe. To not take any action is the riskiest thing you can do. And we've seen that over the last few months. We've seen the loss of income. We've seen people being laid off from their jobs. We've seen the shift in the economy and how people can connect with consumers and how they can make income. And we saw a lot of people get hurt who did not deserve it. The safest thing you can do is to take action. The safest thing you can do is to position your idea in front of someone else for the chance for them to say yes to it. So to launch, this video is about how to launch. You need two things. The first, we've spent this entire video talking about so far. Action. You need the willingness to take action, that willingness to leap. And the second thing is you're gonna need that fire, because you cannot achieve liftoff. You cannot get off the ground. You cannot break gravity without that fire, that explosion that lifts you off. And here's the thing, when you combine that action with that passion, because that passion is that grit, it is that determination, that is what's going to get you to work that extra hour. That's what's going to get you to make that extra sales call. That's what it's going to get you to get to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm willing and I'm ready to put this in front of a client. It's that passion, it's that fire. You need that, because action alone is not enough. You need to love what you're doing enough. You need to believe in what you're doing enough. You need to believe in the mission of why you chose to do this enough to push you through any obstacle that can be in your way. Because the truth is when you launch, everything is going to change. You will forever separate your life on that line. And that line exists of everything before launch and everything after launch. How you look at challenges will change. How you look at your business will change. How you look at yourself will change. How you look at relationship will change once you're able to launch something. Once you're able to hit print, send it to the publisher, get it made, get it into the hands of a client, post it up on Amazon or wherever it is. Once you launch, everything will change. And that is why we created our launch program. Our launch program has a very straightforward mandate. We launch. We commit to launch. So this is your invitation. Launch is our 8-week masterclass where we take out the confusion and we give you clarity. We take out the stress and we give you a proven path, step by step, every way. Do this and then do this and then do this and then you launch. We will guide you to launch your idea, your brand, your business, your product, your service. Launch it to the marketplace to start earning profit within 8 weeks. That's it, within 8 weeks. And we created this program because of what everyone's going through right now. And we want to help you build that self-reliance. So if I'm speaking to you and you're the type of person who takes action, my guess is if you watch my channel, you take action. And if you're the type of person who has fire inside of them, and my guess once again is if you watch my channel, you have that fire inside of you, then I implore you to go to committolaunch.com. That is committolaunch.com, and get signed up for our launch program, which kicks off in 1 week. Space is limited. You deserve the launch of your dreams. When in doubt, start, and once you start, launch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot wait to see you in the launch program, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.